Where to begin? Something serious or something funny? Well, there's that. The second, my rent has gone up by $81. Greetings, my name is Brian. Welcome to KillCo Whiskey Musings. What are you doing? Hi. Welcome to a freaking Friday, which is what the day is, and sometimes the live stream, because that's easy. But we're doing something different for once. That's not true. I've been doing a lot of different things lately. This one has been about 2 to 3 years in the making, technically. But Whiskey Crusaders, aka Matt, gave me some samples at the Bastard's Ball last year that he'd been meaning to give me for at least 2 years. Sure. We finally got that figured out. I got him right while I was there. I got to meet him again. And he had them, and I got them, and I brought them back, and they're safe and sound. And I have 4 of them, technically. 4 sets of 6. 4 sets of 2. Which is 8. That hurt. No music yet. Hold on. I know. And I'm going to do one at a time because doing them all at once feels like a wee bit too much for me. It's like, oh, let's see. I was 8 samples tonight. Let's go. No, thank you. I'm good with that. Music Maestro, please. I can't just do stuff. I don't know. I feel like I used to do live streams just like this, and I feel like I was also paranoid about doing this. No noise, dead air. Oh my gosh, can't have that. It's one of those. But that's kind of gone away, and I do like to have the background music. Makes me feel good in my brain place. Just somewhere in here, I think. Unfortunately, doing this makes YouTube think I really love lo-fi, which I like listening to it while doing my live streams, certainly. But so all the time? No. No. Just beats and relaxed and study too. And hopefully I don't get flagged. Sorry, that was really loud. Sorry. Hey, there we go. Start here, go there. Put this on. Oh, that's not what I wanted. There we go. All right, let me know if it's too loud, too soft, too annoying. Whatever. And we'll be good. I also didn't check to make sure you could hear me talk, but since no one said anything, good. I was acting up recently. People in chat, hello. Kathy Huey, happy Friday. Welcome, thank you. Oh, that's what I didn't do. Hang on. I don't know why I'm a mess today, but then again, doesn't need to be a reason. Prepare for the darkness. Don't worry about it. Kathy Huey. It's not going to make any sense to you, and it barely makes sense to me, but I have to do that to make this work. Because screw you, SteamYard. Andrew Butler, hello. Excuse me. Coffee? Good idea. Wait, what time is it? It's late where you are. You quick vacation. Yeah, you got something coming your way as of May 6th, I believe you said. I will either send that out on the 6th or 7th because you told me that. So I'm doing it. As for my rent, yes, it has gone up $81 and it sucks. But thankfully I have a Patreon, so patrons are helping already, and they have been for a while. And then, you know what? You're a little too high. And, of course, Super Chats, which has been crazy. But, of course, part of that is now going to car repairs. Because life. Just after midnight here, still drinking coffee. Hey, man. Coffee's good at any time. I have a resistance to caffeine, so I can have it usually whenever. But I can go to sleep after having a quad latte. It's a thing. Most people hear quad latte and go, oh, not me. I think, good, I can have this before I nap. Anyway, I'm going to get this started. I only have an hour. Ugh. Also, I hope all of you enjoyed this week's video. It is Mental Health Awareness Month. That is why the camera was slightly askew, and I still feel too short. Wait, that might be part of it. Nope. There. It's about as good as it's going to get. Now where is the center? The joys of making content on YouTube. Camera angles. It's a webcam, which makes it much more difficult. My cough has not completely gone away, but it's on its way out. So here we have two samples, A and B. To make it simple for all of you, I'm going to put B. B starts for Brian. I'm Brian. And I'm going to put that in my whiskey vault, Glencairn. Can't really see it very well, but what else is new? Something has to make it easier to see. There we go. Whiskey vault. And the other one is just regular Glencairn, nothing on it. Simple. The whiskey vault is B for Brian, and regular Glencairn is A. Now, I believe I know which one is which. I had to go through this today. I almost didn't do this live stream because of this. It was one of those like, hey, Matt, which is which? They all just say A and B. I don't know which is old and which is new. So that was funny. So we have, let's see, 1910. It looks like B is the older one. Yeah, that checks out. B is the older one. So we know that to the start. B is older, A is newer. Let's see what happens. I'm going to say this up front to be perfectly clear. I'm expecting bananas. Old Forester is one of those bourbons that I get a banana note on, and I don't like it. Not a huge fan of bananas. I've done nothing against them. They're great as in like a smoothie or something like that, but the texture of bananas is weird. The taste of bananas that are normal are fine, but I don't want to eat them. Unless they're chopped up, and even then I don't want to. I keep thinking about it. I'd eat a banana if, no, I wouldn't want to though. They're squishy, they're gushy, they're mushy. They go, it's gross. Hey, bananas, yes. Epic hairy banana mustache detected, yes. I'm gonna dye it yellow someday. No, I am not. I can only imagine that kind of hell. And that's all I'll ever do. There we go. But again, bananas. I get an old Forester, at least the older one, which I don't remember if this is the older one or not. Not the older one, their normal release. I've gotten a banana note, and for their Bottle and Bond, I think initially I got a banana note. But when I came back to it recently? When was Bottle and Bond Day? I feel like it was recently. I'm pretty sure I had it then. Alright, well at a glance, they seem very similar. I'm being very suspicious of these. Alright, gotta put these this way so I don't forget. A is on my left, B is on my right, meaning the opposite for you. I think. Cameras are weird. But first, starting with B. Look at that color. Pretty good, right? I don't know anything about the age statements, if there are any. I assume 2 to 4 years. Maybe more. This is A. Are you seeing the same thing I am, or is it just me? Like, I'm looking at them dead on. B, A. They're very similar. And I might be biased, but I like the color of this one a little more. And I'm not even sure why. Like, I'm trying to figure it out. They look very similar, if not the same. But there's something about the one in this hand that I like better than the one in this hand. And I can't really explain it. I'm trying to pick up the lighting. They're almost identical. Trying to look at both at once, sorry. I don't know if it helps or doesn't help knowing which is which. I know the B is older, so I feel like I might like that one better. That is the thought process of the older release. You know, it's one thing I did find out from Matt when he sent me the pictures, so I know which is which. The old bottles were a lot bigger. I don't know if that's because he just bought the bottle that's bigger, or if because they just were bigger back then. Onto the nose. I'll make this easy. I'll go with AB. Oh, that's what I didn't do. I didn't do the thing. I can try to fix that now. If you will give me a moment, and you will because you have no choice, unless you leave. Please don't leave. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There we go. Man, those are tight. Those are tight. Bloop. Oh, jeez. Those are gonna get bigger, aren't they? Where'd they go? Thought I could see them. Oh wow, that's gonna be weird. Okay. Play ball. That's wrong. You know what? Just to confuse everyone, I'm going to switch them. Because I forget, everything is reversed. So this is A, this is B. Now they're correct. I still need to separate that a bit. Possibly even move it. There. It's about as crystal clear as I can make it. Whoops, where'd you go? The best part is you guys have no idea what I'm doing. You don't know how a live stream works, thankfully. And, not to confuse myself, I had forgotten. If I'm doing a live stream, if I'm doing a tasting, we go right to left. A to D. Right. Because it's reversed on your end. And none of that makes sense. So here we go. A. We've seen the color. They both look very similar. Onto the nose. I don't want to smell bananas. I really don't. I don't really smell bananas. I smell something weird, though. I wouldn't expect this kind of thing from a bourbon. I'm thinking of mold. That's not good. Alright, we got a little bit of a vanilla sweetness. A little bourbony note showing up. A little cherry. Okay, good. Good, good, good. No banana. Some typical bourbon notes. A weird mustiness. I mean, for all I know, it's because it was in that little bottle for so long. They were sealed, though. This is what it looks like. So it was sealed up like that. And I did that just before we started. Just for reasons. Hello, why? What's really fun for me is when I don't know if chat's doing anything. Because YouTube is weird. Oh yeah, stuff is happening. Okay, good. We're up to date. Okay. It's kind of menthol. Or something medicinal. Going towards the idea of a cherry cough drop, almost. And not a good one. I'm thinking of Halls for some reason. I don't know if I dislike those or not. Well, the first few notes are, you know, finally it smells like bourbon, but there's something odd about it. Hmm. There's something chocolate there. But we're talking. Pff, wow, alright. Have you ever had one of those Easter rabbits? That kind of chocolate? Kind of waxy. Why do we eat this kind of chocolate? I have never liked that chocolate. I don't. I mean, I'm sure there's a reason. It's an obvious one, but ugh. Indian restaurant, nice. Oh, within walking distance. What the hell? Did you have naan bread? That's the only thing I know about that. There's naan bread and there's curry. It's about as far as my knowledge of Indian cuisine goes. I'm a man of culture, obviously. Hmm. On to number B. No, so naan bread, all right. Oh no. Similar. So that's good. There's some similarities, because there should be. This one's more bourbon. This one's... It's a heavy set bourbon that just sat down and was like, yep, I'm here. Hi. But there's still that odd musty dusty thing going on. I thought mold on the first one, which is not good, per my tastes. That seemed to have fizzled out, at least, when I spun around it for a bit. Because this is just fun to do. And there's a little aeration going on. Ooh, secrets. This one this one gets. When did I start speaking like that? Bit of brownie, more caramel on this nose. A touch of cherry. I'm trying to find the vanilla, actually. And it's there. But the chocolate note's kind of on top of it. So it's chocolate-covered cherry almost. No, brownie-covered cherry. That would be amazing. Brownies with cherries in them. I haven't had dinner. Damn. Alright, as expected. I also did unintentionally browse a bit of Whiskey Crusaders sample comparisons that they did on this, which was 2 years ago. Whew. How time flies. And so I caught little bits and pieces of it. Needless to say, which is a funny thing to say when you're going to say something. Point is, they seem to prefer the older ones in general. And so I have that in the mindset. I'm like, okay, probably going to prefer that one better. I might have. I really like brownies, and I don't eat them enough. I really do. Like, if you ever want to send me what you think are the best brownies, please do. I like brownies. I like ice cream, but you can't transport that. I like cookies. Cheech. Wherever you are. Hopefully he's doing well. You know, some BS happened with him not long ago. Rob Smith, hello. Welcome to this mess. A lot more gray? That's how it goes, man. You can always grow the mustache back. It's still there. It's waiting for you. As I like to tell people, all I did was I started drinking whiskey and then this happened. It's just it's wild. You got to be careful with this stuff. Hold on. Direct comparison now. It's so obvious. Oh. All right, well, it's making me think of Old Bananas. So you know when your banana goes completely black, that's when you use it for banana bread. I like banana bread. There, I knew there was something banana I really liked. Banana bread is amazing. The fact that you have to use old bananas to do it is a bit weird. Oh, damn. Why? Why? That's the thought of the moment. Like, just the direct comparison. The older one is so much obviously more appealing to my preferences than this is. This has something that they did that just made it... You can do one of those. It's like, why? It's fading, but it's still there. Oh, banana bread's so good. My mom used to make it. Because bananas would go bad. Just make banana bread. No! You can get an attached one. You can get... I will sell you one. From eBay. That's a disturbing thought. It might actually exist. You can buy the one with the glasses. That's what I really need to invest in. I just need to buy the silly glasses with the big nose and the mustache, and I will send that along with all the winnings. Anyone who wins a raffle should get one of those. That would be a real pain, by the way, so I'm not going to do that. It sounds like a great idea until the actual pulling it off goes. I was like, oh god. Ugh. What is that? That's frustrating. Rob Smith, I recommend you make some banana bread right now. If you have some bananas to do it with. Otherwise, just buy it somewhere. Excuse me. Popcorn Sutton look. You know what? You be your beautiful self. You be beautiful. You don't need the mustache for that. Oh, good. That moment of, did I just bamboozle myself? No, I didn't, because this one smells a lot better. Oof. Alright, that weird note's definitely fading, but this feels... This one seems dense. Like, as the bourbon goes, this one, again, is just like, bourbon. Smells really good. It's like annoyingly good. But there is the weird note I'm getting in between them, and I can't find a word for it. You have no idea how sick I am of coughing randomly. It's super annoying. Hydration is key. Also, celebratory thing. Yay. Scenes from a Hat. What is this? Oh, that's in there. Oh, I know that's in there. But this is going on me for the moment. Very briefly. Because... ah, yes, that feeling. Because I officially became a whiskey sommelier for the first time 2 years ago, as of tomorrow. I'm not going live tomorrow. Let me rephrase that. I don't plan to go live tomorrow as of right now. I'm playing too much Monster Hunter, and watch hours are a thing. And everyone is always having fun on Saturdays. I need to pay rent. Whoops. Let's see. Yep, 2022. I live tomorrow. 2 years. I haven't died yet. Maybe some whiskey will help. I'm gonna try the one I don't particularly like the smell of first. Star Wars Day. Is that tomorrow? May 4th? You're right. I became a Psalm on May 4th. It's like I became a freaking... I want to say Padawan, but that's not the right word. Almost. Yeah, that's the weirdness. May the 4th be with you. I became a Jedi, a whiskey Jedi on May 4th. That's hilarious. Just, like, hold on. You didn't see that hand. I used the Force. And also with you. No, don't do that. I like to forget those days. We will be doing something for Cinco de Mayo. Nothing crazy. You know, I've learned after the past couple of years. I've only done this for so long. But I don't do tequila. I don't. It's not a thing. I have a bottle from 2 years ago. It's almost empty. But I don't drink tequila. Not the whiskeys. These are not the allocated whiskeys you're looking for. They're not here. They're somewhere else. Every whiskey store employee, they're not here. Go away. Alright, palate. I forgot. I don't know what the proof is. Let me check. Why do I do this to myself? Well, it's not bad. I don't hate it. You only do the dark side. Stop making me quote freaking Star Wars. I like to say I'm not a Star Wars fan, but that's not exactly true. I was very upset with the fact that I was upset with Star Wars for making certain movies that weren't great. And I don't need to tell you what they are, because if you know, you know. Tells me a little bit more about myself. Still Star Wars, or still Star Trek is better. Fight me. But Star Wars is still a crazy, wonderful world. When I say world, I mean it's a very big place. It's not a world, it's galaxies and many planets, but you get the idea. Oh, I can't see the percentages. Dang. Oh, wait, yes I can. I take it back. No, I can't. It looks like I'm looking at the wrong bottles. 93 proof. What the heck is that? 45 is 90. 45% is 90. So it's 46.5? Is that right? Help. Because that seems like a very odd number. That says 93 proof. That's really all I needed to know. That's not bad. Honestly, it's close to 50. Hey, math. Bingo. I win. Gimme. It's heavy. What's wrong with this one? Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. I'm just jamming with music. The nose on this one is now improved. I hope that's not how it smells like initially. Like you pour your initial pour of the bottle and it smells like that. That was very off-putting. But now that it's been open, I'm spinning around like crazy. You spin me right round, baby. I'll do that. It's still a little musty. Got a like cellar vibe. Sorry, basement, not cellar. There's a difference. Cellar is definitely more dusty. Basement would be more fungal. That's not right. More damp, more wet, a little mossy. We don't want that. Smell is off-putting. Pudding. Don't make me think of other foods, please. I haven't eaten recently. At the very least, I ate breakfast and lunch. which is saying something, really. It's nice, actually. It's like simple. It's a little spicy, a little cinnamon, dry. Drying out my tongue right now. It's got vanilla in there. Sort of a peach. That's odd. As it was drying out my tongue, I'm like, peaches. Huh? Okay. Not like I've ever eaten an actual peach in my life, come to think of it. Not exactly one I'd pick up and be like, it's got a weird skin. It's hairy or something. Ugh. Millions of peaches. Stop it. It's certainly not my kind of bourbon. Like, I wouldn't be like, Old Forester or 1910. I want it. No. If someone poured me this and was like, here, and it didn't smell like it did initially, I'd be pleased. And I'd be pleased with the percentage, aka proof. But it's not wowing me. Wowing. And there's still something odd about it. It's. Oh, please make it stop. Like, once this thing got put on me, my power was increased by 10. Now, there's something off about it. I can't quite place it, other than saying it's very basement dusty. And I don't feel like that covers it. Part of my brain's like, you mean there's something in the basement? Like you're looking in, there's that dust, and there's something looking at you while you're. Oh, that's good. I also have a canned margarita for Sunday. I've had it before. It's not good. My brother gave it to me, and I haven't done anything with it. I'll have to check if it's expired, because it's been there a while. That's so much better. It's more inviting, it's more friendly, it's got more of a baked goods thing going for it. No cellar. Wow. Yorkshire pudding gravy is our version. I just don't know what was your friend on when you decided to call it that. I can't think about biscuits and gravy the same way now. Thank you. My brain now. Ugh. Generally speaking, I used to like biscuits and gravy. But I could also make it worse and then say chicken fried steak. Gravy on that looks a bit odd. Although it obviously has pepper in it. Yes, but no. Let's not get into the biscuit scone event thing. No, don't go there. I know biscuits as fluffy round things that came out of a tube. And it had a mascot who was made of dough. Pillsbury. And that's been it. Like they come apart, you put butter on them, and they're amazing. They're light, flaky-ish, and they're good. They're really good when you're out camping. Like, you can make those things real easy. Like, water in this flour stuff and we're good. Done. You're not hungry, thankfully. And over there, scones are biscuits, and biscuits are scones. And I don't even know anymore. Scones are something else here. Just madness. People calling things different words. How dare they? All right, now we're going on to B. It's the one I'm hoping is good or better. You know what's going to happen at the end of the stream, though, right? I have 2 different whiskeys. Whatever will happen to them at the end of the stream. Unless this is really good. So we'll see. Hold on. Immediately, the texture is better. It's got cinnamon and black pepper, a building spiciness, leading into a slow dry, with little hints of brownie, some vanilla, very, very little cherry. Like if there was any cherry there, I barely noticed it. Hey, computer, stop being weird. My computer decided to just like reset itself earlier today, so I'm looking at it going, don't. But I was doing too many things at once. Lots of scones. Scones? Our biscuits are like your cookies. That's right. Like here, example. Where is it? European biscuits. Biscuits! 45% cacao. Petit au coulier. I don't even know what language that is. Is it French or is it Italian? Because either way, I just butchered it. I've shown these before. It's half gone. That's why things are moving. Go into this and hold it on the palate. Yep. It's certainly, they're both different types of bourbon. I didn't really think about it because my initial feelings on this stuff was banana, which I'm not getting on here. But it's not a sweet bourbon. It's going for a little bit of spice, and it's heavy dry for most of it. Like some people really like this feeling where your tongue's just been completely annihilated and there's no moisture in it anymore. I'm not a huge fan, unfortunately. It's going the way of Knob Creek. Like, I think Adriana might like one of these. I don't even know if she's ever had Old Forester. She might get the banana note too. Don't know. But, preference-wise, I don't dislike it. Like, if someone gave me this bourbon neat, in Eddie's situation, I'd be like, yep, thanks. No bad idea. Hobnobs in the cupboard. Get them out right now. I'm very tempted to try this whiskey with those cookie biscuit things, but I won't. Those are for my tea and my coffee only, and hot chocolate. Tea, hot chocolate, coffee, biscuit. Not with the whiskey. Get other things with that. One nibble in your knob. Or knackered, as some would say. That's a word. I don't remember what it means exactly. It means screwed up. That's the gist of it. They did a pretty good job as far as similarity. I mean, there's obviously they're similar. Okay, that's what you should be going for that. But they didn't nail it. Like, there's an obvious something here that I don't like that isn't in this. This one's much more to my preferences on the nose. And this one just has something weird. Cellar and Fisherman's Friend. So that's menthol. Make me think of that. If you've ever had a Fisherman's Friend as a cough drop, you know. And that thought's very clear in my mind, because if you'll note, I'm coughing a bit. And I still have that feeling in my lungs somewhere. Just doesn't hit the same way, though. Texture's not the same. It's not as spicy. It's a little sweeter. which is good. The knacker's yard. Ooh, I don't like that word anymore. I thought knacker just meant tired, which it does, exhausted, but I didn't realize it also meant turning horses into glue, which is disturbing. Like why that was a thing and possibly still is. It boggles my mind. Horses are not small creatures, you know? I don't want to think about it. Second one, B. Mm-hmm. I think the fact that I just had water actually improved that. It's still spicy. It's still got a nice spice buildup and then goes into dry. So it's very deliberate. And the palate, for some reason, the texture, I almost want to say it's glossy. So like if a stone was kind of shiny and it's smooth, I don't want to call it smooth. Because that's not what I mean. I mean there's a certain texture to it. Almost luscious as far as how it just feels on the tongue. I'm doing this with my hands because I'm trying to think about the feeling. Very soft. I'm going to say it's smooth. There. But it isn't. It's much more than that. I'm honestly thinking of Irish whiskey. So it's like copper pot stilled or triple distilled, or it feels like it's going along those lines. Unctuous? There's a word that I don't know what to mean. Yeah, not smooth. Speaking of, Bogus, why must you hate me? I have only ever used you as the way you should be used. There we go, Dolphin Smooth. Look at it. Look at it. The ships, the water, straight bourbon whiskey. Oh, yes. This is coming in at 92%. 92 proof. 92%. 92 proof. God, can you imagine? 46%. Stay tuned. Don't fall off the shelf, please. Smooth. First of all, orcas don't have asses. I mean, they do on the internet, but I'm not going to go there. You know what Rule 34 is? I'm sorry. And if you don't. You'll regret it. I'm just stuck trying to figure out what that note is on this A. The newer version. I keep going back to a medicinal thing. And I only have a few, creaky ass chair. I only have a few that are in that category that I've mentioned. One, we have the menthol from A Fisherman's Friend. Whereas you ever do have a cough, that'll help. It sucks. It's not tasty, but it works. And what was the other one? Oh yeah, stuff they use to numb, the Novocaine. If you ever tasted that, which I have more than once, it's not a great taste. It's a very medicinal, very taste. I feel like the smell of that taste fits that a little. But I keep going back to it because that doesn't feel right. Okay, I just thought of a cemetery. Or specifically a gravestone. So that's going into the moldy, mildewy category again. Or a septic spray. Yep. Sugar kitty meow. Indeed. You're welcome. Maybe mineral. Because I did think of a tombstone. Not necessarily any moss or anything. I'm trying to go in with that in mind. Excuse me. Yeah. It's got a bit of... Is it tonic water? Is that like a mineral water, or am I thinking of something else? Because there's mineral water, but I don't think that's what I mean. Mike Franklin, good evening. Welcome. Petrichor. I do like the smell of petrichor. That's a nice smell to me. That's not a... What the heck is this smell? I like going down the minerality there. Rob Smith. Quinine? 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 Q9. I live for that smell, Rob Smith. I will actually go outside after it rains just for that sometimes. More importantly, I like going outside during the rain to take a walk, because guess what? No one else is around. They're just looking at you. They're like, why are they walking in the rain? Probably get a little pitied look. Like, oh, they're in the rain walking. Oh. Like, no, I like this. Sound of the rain on my umbrella. It's amazing. Magnesium, chloride, copper, iron, etc. Yeah. So maybe it's this quinine thing. Which I do know I don't like. Like, I've tried gin and tonics before, and the gin is usually nice. The tonic is what I taste, though. This kind of like thing. And stay tuned. Reminder. Oh, not stay tuned, but reminder. This summer, which is coming up fast. Cocktails or mixed drinks. Remember, you can have whiskey on ice. It's very good on those hot days. Gives you an excuse to go to the higher proofs, too, because it's not as punchy. Keep the malaria away. It's true. Doesn't mean I have to like it. It's summer here. Well, yeah. I noticed, Rob Smith, when I was over there, on the nice days, I'm like, ugh, why? Although I was happy we got to see the eclipse, and it was a nice day, but it's a little warm. I like the tonic water, but Joy thinks it's an emetic. Emetic? I don't like it. I do like soda water. I've actually been thinking about getting one of those soda creator things, CO2 charger things, where you can put water or basically anything into it and pump it up and carbonate it. That's the gist of it. Because I really do enjoy, as I was talking about, whiskey and water is good. Whiskey on the rocks is good. Whiskey and water is good. Believe it or not. Try it. And high proof whiskey. And soda water and whiskey, which I think is just called... I'm thinking of all the weird stuff now. It's not what I want. Mama KillCo mentioned it earlier. Apparently my Aunt Irene used to have them. Highball. I think that's what it is. It's like soda water and whiskey and lemon or lime or something. Hell's Front Porch. Yay. No thanks. You got tornadoes and hot summers. And Rob Smith, I was there for one of your summertime things. It was rough. Oh, God. But, I enjoyed it, but God, it was rough. It was really rough. Really good. Damn. All right. Well, unsurprisingly, because I got a little spoiled. Let's be real. The older Old Forester is much more to my taste than the newer one is. But I should also say I'm not the type to go towards Old Forester as something I would want to drink. I have my little happy place of Four Roses, Maker's Mark. What else is a big one as far as bourbons go? Wild Turkey. That's a threesome. That's some big threes. That's top 3 in my whiskey bourbon list. That made a lot of sense. So Four Roses, Wild Turkey, Maker's Mark. Honestly, what's funny is I put Four Roses in that category, but Maker's Mark and Wild Turkey are much bigger distilleries and much more better known. So I'm very pleased that I can bring the joys of Four Roses to people, since it's not something you would see very often. And all I have to be is like, look, it's called Four Roses. It's easy to remember. And also, you can give anyone you want roses that way. And, well, if they're someone who drinks alcohol, they'll be happy about it. And hopefully they'll enjoy it. I do. I'm thinking about that because of a certain someone who may be giving me a bottle later. Four Roses is everywhere, but it's not to the scope, we'll say, of Maker's Mark and Wild Turkey. Most people will see that behind a bar. If anything, you'd see Four Roses small batch, maybe. I mean, the bottle design is awesome. It looks like that. This is the small batch select. So the bottle design is also something that's notable. But when I think about Wild Turkey and Maker's Marks, those are much more well-known distilleries, bourbon specifically distilleries. And Four Roses, though I love it, I tell people about it, it's not something I will see behind a bar. You know, my mentality has become the behind a bar scenario. So if I went to a bar at a random place, like a restaurant or an actual bar, depending on the type of place it is, what's behind the shelf? You know, what scotches do they have? What bourbons do they have? What Irish whiskey do they have? Yeah, I will probably see Jameson there. And it's that kind of mentality. And I don't mean to do it. I really don't like the fact that that's what I do. Now, I go to the bar and I stand there and stare at the liquor bottles. Usually the bartender comes up to me and is like, "Can I get you something?" It's like, no. I'm just looking to see if my old friends are here, you know. Or no, I say, I'm just seeing which of my friends are here. And I'm usually staring at the whiskey selection. And I will often see a Jameson, Wild Turkey, Four Roses, Maker's Mark, not a Four Roses. And what else? Johnny Walker is usually there. Along with, what's the other one that's usually there? You will sometimes see a Macallan, but that's kind of a surprise if you see one of those. Am I thinking of Balvenie? Am I thinking of something else? I think I'm thinking of Glenlivet. You might see one of those as far as Scotch. Hey, there you go. Thank you, Zen Boot. Confirmed. You also sometimes see that Lefroy was hard to find for me. Glenmorangie, yes. That's another one. But that's been my fun little thing. I don't want to impose that on anyone, but I feel like many of you also do the same thing. If you ever go to a restaurant or a bar or something, you check. Sometimes they don't have Glenfiddich. Yes, exactly. That's I don't have any Glenfiddich on my shelf, so that's not just gone away. Still love it. I think I drank the last 15 year. I finished my Glenfiddich, the one I really like. I think it was 15. Solera? That's gone now. It was either 15 or 18 or some random weird number. I feel like it's 15. Really good. But yes, Glenfiddich, that's when you'll see. $15. That sounds about right. I hope. Anyway, my memory is not great. But anyway, I will pass that along to you. I think I think most of you will do that subconsciously. Whenever you go somewhere that has a bar, oftentimes they won't have a list of their whiskeys, or some do. That's becoming more common now. Usually there's a wine list and a beer list, but you don't see them list their spirits very often at restaurants. Sometimes they do. Again, it's becoming a little more common. So you usually just have to walk up to the bar and look. And even then, it kind of depends, because you can look at what's behind the bar, and then it's a matter of what's in the... I want to say the pit. That's not right. It's something called well water. Is that it? When it's basically whatever they're going to make cocktails with is right here in front of the bartender, rather than having them turn around every second to make a drink. Chivas Regal. Yeah, there you go. Going back to B again. Andrew Butler, you know how it go. So do I, honestly. Or I've been to the restaurant enough times that I know it's back there, but I still look on occasion, just in case something's new. Well, to sum up once again, I just said it, but I'm just making sure I said it twice. B is the winner in this. Unfortunately, the older bourbon they made seems to taste better and smell better to me. Yeah, there's just something odd about A. And the texture's different. It has some kind of cough droppy thing going on with it. So the texture is different. It doesn't do the really nice... this is the thing that happens. With B, the texture itself is amazing. Really good. It's real good. And it has this really almost roller coaster like experience where it gets nice and spicy really fast and then goes dry. So it's just an up and a down. Spice and then dry. It's gotten really tamed down because I've been going back and forth between two bourbons and doing nothing else in between. It still stands up really nicely, though. So with that, guess what? We have to do the chaos. We must bring chaos. B, A, and since I liked B so much, I'm going to do putting the A into the B. Chaos! Embrace the chaos. Well pour. There you go. Well pour. Yes, sure, Andrew Butler. Sugar Kitty, both of you. The thing is, I think the yellow label, it overdoes the whole thing. Wonderful texture of B is long gone. But at least it didn't make it taste worse. It didn't make it taste better. I think there was more of A than B. Slight improvement is what I would say the combination did. So A is now a little better. Spice has been brought forward and it's a little more drier. No harm, no foul. Oh, but there you have it, folks. As always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. And I will see you out there. Hey, thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.